Thank you for volunteering for Leonard Springs Nature Day. This is the orientation for the group leader role of the day. When you arrive to the park, you will find a check-in table that is in the front area. You will check in, receive a name tag, a nifty red vest, and a bag for your group. This bag is going to include everything you need for the day. It will have your schedule on the front, a map of the park, journals and pencils for each of the students in your group, and a pencil sharpener in case any of the pencils break. Once you get your supplies, you will be oriented on where all the stations are. If you can come out and visit the park in advance and take a walk on the 1 mile loop, that is a great way to really understand where the stations are located. It's very easy to find all of them. It is a 1 mile loop trail. It is well signed during the program. We have signs telling you which way to go and where all the stations are located. And again, you'll reference your map throughout the day. Once the students arrive, you will meet up with your group at the lunch bin according to your group name. And when you meet your group, please introduce yourself. And if there is time before we begin to our first station, you can pass out the journals and pencils and have them put their names on the front. Also at the lunch bin, you'll have the students put all their lunches inside and have them pick up a clipboard that will be located there next to the lunch bin. So each child can be responsible for their clipboard and their journal throughout the day. I'd recommend that you keep the pencils in your bag in between stations because they might get dropped along the way. Your job as a group leader is to get students from point A to point B. So at the beginning of the day, you will meet your students and lead them to their first station when you are directed to do so. Please make sure that you are in front of the group at all times. You will also have an adult chaperone with your group. It's best to have them at the tail of the group so you can keep all the 6th graders in between yourself and the chaperone. Make sure at the beginning you do get an accurate count of each of the students that are in your group so you can keep track of them throughout the day. The traveling time between stations is timed, so if you leave a station whenever it is scheduled to be over, you will arrive at the next station on time. So if you have a watch, bring that along with you. That's always better than checking your cell phone for the time. So wear a watch on your wrist so you can keep track of the time throughout the day. We will have some here that you can borrow if you don't have a watch of your own. So you'll gather your group, head to your first station, reference your map, head to your first station, and once you get to this station, make sure that the kids get focused, pass out their pencils, and then the station facilitator will take it away from there. About 5 minutes before the station is scheduled to be over, as indicated on your schedule, please give the station facilitator a little 5-minute warning. Sometimes people get excited and start talking about their station and forget about the time. It's good for you to help remind them that the station is about over and then you need to collect supplies, and then you can get to your next station on time. At the lunch area, when you are scheduled for your lunch time, you will arrive at the lunch area. There will be the lunch bins that you left at the front will be back at the lunch area. First and foremost, we want all the students to wash their hands. We have hand washing stations set up next to the restrooms, so please guide your students to the hand washing station, have them wash their hands, then they can get their lunch and sit wherever they like. I would recommend that about 5 minutes before lunch is over, that you give a little announcement to your group to use the restroom, refill water bottles, and then gather them to head off to their next station. At the end of the day, the students get to keep their journals and pencils, but we will collect the clipboards at the front area where we started the whole day. So you'll arrive back at the front area to get ready to get on the buses. We'll collect those clipboards, they'll keep journals and pencils, you'll return your vest and your supply bag, and we will be finished.